I'm in one of my favorite places, which apparently has been damaged by flooding since the last time I was here, but this is a spring-fed creek in western Wisconsin, and they have a few of these that have native producing trout in here. Brown trout, brook trout, I think they even have some rainbows, but it's one of the few places where you can catch naturally reproducing fish in the United States. And as the climate changes and rules change about wells and high volume wells that farms can have in Wisconsin, these streams are in danger of disappearing. So I love to be able to take advantage of it when I'm here, and that's what I'm going to do today. Beautiful clear water. I don't see any fish in there right at the moment, but I would be surprised if there aren't a bunch in here. But this is a bit disconcerting right here. Wondering how that managed to get suddenly washed out like that. And did that do any damage to the fishery? Oh, I doubt it, because I see trout swimming in that water down there now. See if I can zoom in. See if we can get a couple there. Oh yeah, there's a bunch in there. Well, let's just see if we can't wrangle a couple out of there. The nice thing about summertime fly fishing is no waders. The bad thing about summertime fly fishing, at least in this part of Wisconsin, is this stuff right here, this yellow plant. It's yellow parsnip, and you may have heard of some of these plants on the East Coast and elsewhere that are causing chemical burns and can do things like damage eyes even. Well, this is an example of a type of plant that will do that. The oil in yellow parsnip will cause chemical burns on your skin. It will change the pigment of your skin, which lasts for a couple of years. I've only had a couple little tiny spots over the years, but if you get it on yourself, on your skin in any significant quantity, and then expose it to sunlight, you will get a chemical burn from it. So a person has to be careful. Sometimes I wear my waders if I know I'm going to walk through a whole bunch of this, but for the most part you just try not to rub against it and you're fine. This stream has changed completely from the last time I was here, and that's not unusual for these streams to change with flooding, but this has always been a deep area in the river, and so to see it this shallow, even though there's good water flow, tells me that it really changed a bunch. I can see some fish feeding down here in the shade under the bridge, but if I get that close, they're gonna scatter. So this is gonna be a challenge today. So let's see what happens. This is one of my favorite spots along here. It doesn't look as deep as it used to, the way this bed's been washed out everywhere. But I'm optimistic that they'll still be pooling up right at the bottom of those rapids. It's always a tough cast in there because the branches get in the way. Anyway, we'll see what we can scare out of there. It's in the shade, which helps a bunch. That flood must have really been something. I mean, that's a pretty stout beam to just be bent like that. And this one's completely missing, I think, on the outside edge. A big chunk of the cement's gone. So yeah, that bridge is history. No wonder it's closed now. Well, the fishing may have been a disappointment, and sorry to not have spectacular footage of catching trout after trout. But I did run across this incredible Boeing Strata freighter along the highway in south central Wisconsin. Only in Wisconsin.